Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review, again with me, Peter the Master of Puppets, looking at another beer sent to me from Stronzo from Stronzo. And this is, again, one of their new releases. This is the Stronzo Brewing Company Butcher's Choice. They already did a version called Butler's Choice, which I believe was an Imperial Porter. I don't think they have anything to do with each other, but they just, I guess, chose to call this something with choice too. But it's a double red ale, as you saw on the label, 7.5% alcohol, dry hop with Tomahawk and Chinook hops. And the description on this one, it's much more simple than any of the other ones that Custom sent me. And this just says, malty beer plus hoppy beer equals awesome beer. I think that's a pretty cool description, actually. And I think actually the other choice, beer, the Butler's Choice, was one of the best ones. And last time he sent me some of their beers. But this should be interesting. Double red ale, American strong ale, Imperial amber ale. Kind of almost the same thing, but as it says, it's going to be a malty and hoppy ale. So, yeah. Oh, wait, let's see first if it has anything else on here worth noting. Nope, not really. So, let's get it cracked open. And hopefully this won't be as effervescent as the El Diablo, which was pretty intense. Wow, this is probably one of the darkest red ales I've ever seen. That almost looks like a brown ale, actually. Well, he calls it a double red ale, so understandable in that sense. But it's a super, super dark, really dark, intense, murky copper, I'd say. It's a mix of a hop haze and yeast, I think. Because it looks like, yeah, there is a little bit of yeast left over in the bottom of the bottle, but very murky, a little bit of an orange note in the bottom of this glass. Nice looking though, definitely looks like a kind of American strong ale. Well, American strong ale is catch-all category, but like a big double red ale or a big red ale, big amber ale, because it's definitely that dark copper, dark amber color. Head on there, off-white, almost going into a beige color. So yeah, let's check out the aroma on the Butcher's Choice. Definitely malty and hoppy, as the aroma says. A lot of sweet caramel, toffee, dark toffee. On top of that, I get some of the grapefruit aromas. A little bit of a sweeter note, but it's more of a sweeter, malty and sugary aroma, more so than like sweeter hop notes. I'd say the most dominant hop aroma in there is grapefruit, along with a little bit of a citrusy kind of aroma. Some of that dark caramel, almost like a nutty aroma in there as well. It has this fruity ester that has kind of that almost English berry aroma in there, or the berry kind of generic berry fruitiness you get in some English ales. But it actually pairs fairly well with the hoppiness. But it's more of a one-sided. It is kind of juicy, but it's more of a one-sided hoppiness, just with the grapefruit and the citrus. Maybe a light amount of pine in there too. Smells fairly decent, pretty good. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, definitely prefer this over the El Diablo. This is more of like flavorsome than the other one. Body on it, again medium. More so creamy than dry actually, even though it's got a solid bitterness to it. It's got a nice kind of creamy mouthfeel. First flavor you pick up is definitely the grapefruity, citrusy flavor. But then fades into that berry kind of fruitiness, fruity ester. A lot of caramel and toffee. Lingers with a lot of toffee on the back end. Yeah, almost that toasted kind of note in there, nutty note, but a lot of that berry kind of generic, almost, I wouldn't say all the way dark fruit, but that generic kind of berry fruitiness. Not a specific berry, just like one of those forest berry marmalades you can get, almost like that traditional English strain. But then you got, yeah, it kind of actually feels, when I think about it a little, it feels like an English kind of red ale or English ESB kind of thing, just hopped up a little, almost, because it's got that more traditional fruity ester with some of the grapefruity, piney hops. because the hoppiness in there is not too intense and it's not super dry. It's actually a little bit juicy, but it's definitely that kind of grapefruity, piney flavor that dominates. Just a little bit of a citrus, not any like super exciting tropical fruit or anything. But it's actually a pretty solid red ale. Definitely better than the other one, the El Diablo. Still not anything that's blowing my mind, but yeah, solid stuff. So rating wise for the Stronzo Butcher's Choice, I'm gonna give this a 79, close to an 80. I'll give it an 80 if it had a little more of a hop oomph to it. I would have wanted, it's more malt and fruit ester than hops. The hops are still there, but if it had a bit more of a hop oomph to it, I would probably gone higher. But this is still a really good beer. This is definitely, I think, an improvement from some of the more supermarket friendly beers he did last year. But that's also the thing, if you sell them in the supermarket in Denmark, you have to appeal to a broader audience and all that stuff. But yeah, I still have the 1000 EBC, Cash Cow, and what was it, Swagger Juice to review. And those should be the more interesting ones. All are stouts. So yeah, guys, look forward to those. And thanks to Question for sending the beer. Definitely let me know what you think of the Stronzo Butcher's Choice if you've had it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm going to say cheers, guys. And I'm going to see you guys in another beer review.